Brothers, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys? It's gonna be a good day. Today's actually Tuesday, so I'm ready to play some Dummynation. Got online yesterday. I was like, let's do this. It was Monday. Hello, hello. What's up? What's up? Yeah, Dat Boy, we will play multiplayer potentially at the end of this run. Basically, on Tuesdays, we'll do multiplayer at the end of every run, as long as it's not like a nightmare country where it's going to take like 4 hours and I'm just going to be drained of my soul. Yesterday, a small little mistake happened. Yeah, I went live, but at the same time, it's just like I was sick all last week and then I'm going to miss next week, so it's okay. Cades, what's up? Max? Oh, but I'm going to call you Max. Hey, Max. Jamie, hello. Please, Territorial. Territorial is literally every other day but today, Crash. I'm sorry. You picked the one day it's not. Darko, hello. Omar, hello. What made you start playing Dummynation? It was just, I think I saw a video from Drew do it, to be honest with you. And I was like, I could probably play that game better. No offense to Drew. There's two kind of YouTubers out there. Ones that are like really entertaining, and then those who are like good at the game. And I was like, I think I could be, like, I'm the guy who's good at the game. Drew's the guy who's entertaining. He can take any game and make it entertaining in a way that's really like engaging and fun. I don't feel like I have that same skill set, but I can be good at the game. So I was like, I looked at Dummynation. I was like, I think there's opportunity there. Alrighty, but let's go ahead and get started. I got a couple sips of coffee in me. Here, let's also set up the docket for today before we get going. Yeah, Nightbot. No, whatever the hell that is. Nightbot. Nightbot. No! No! I think it's this one. Yeah, this was it. Okay. Let's go to docket. Dummynation run. It's going to be the UAE. Multiplayer after. Okay. And the reason I'm saying multiplayer after is I don't anticipate UAE actually being a difficult country. It has a coastline. But let's get into it. Craft, hello. Drew is one of the reasons that OpenFront got so popular. Yeah, when people initially tell me about OpenFront, it was like 4 people playing it, and I was like, what's the point of jumping on a game with 4 people? And now it's 60 people. It is crazy. All right, let me get recording. We are recording. Brothers, welcome back to Dummynation. Today we're gonna be playing as the most upvoted country from the last video, which was oh, of course you gotta type it out. No. The UAE, or the United Arab Emirates. Let's go ahead and pop in there and see what we are working with. We are 27th in the world in GDP, very high. 86th in population, 24 in GDP per capita. Military is 54. We have 3 million troops at our disposal. That is interesting. We are an autocracy. Paramilitary is unfortunately very high up. Martial law is also pretty high up. I'm going to bring down paramilitary right away. And then I'm going to keep the martial law up. Apply that. And the reason I'm keeping the martial law up, I'll explain here in a second. But let's take a... Well, we're going to skip our military. We're going to go to our research. What do we want to do today? What do we want to do today? I think we'll stick with military for today. And let's get some points into military research. We're going to put a lot of points into getting that quickly. Boom. Let's get 1 point into reactive armor. Actually, I think we can probably get 2. And then let's put a point into combat training. Get that done. And then as far as our budget, we're going to bring down social spending. We're going to bring up military ever so slightly. We're going to bring up R&D pretty heavily. And liquidity can also sneak up there a little bit. Now, the reason we're not touching our military right now is what my plan is to go into a country that has a very low GDP, or GDP in the opposite direction, so much higher than this number, to lower the cost that would it would take for us to produce troops. So looking at us, we don't have to worry about alliances, which is fantastic. So if we go to diplomacy, we're in the Arab League, and India actually kind of likes us too. And our exchange rate's at 70%. So again, don't have to worry about that. Now, in terms of good countries to go after, Tanzania, always a good one. 23rd in population, military power is 92, GDP per capita 171. Very good country, which also gives us access to Burundi, the Rwanda, and Malawi. All of these guys don't start with troops, although I wonder if they've switched Rwanda. No, they have not. So with that in mind, we are just going to sneak out of our own country and get down to Africa and take out some of those countries before we even spend a dime. I don't think there's a working World War II map right now. Oh no, what happened to the World War II map? Yeah, the reason we're not doing Poland is because we've already done Poland. Ooh, hold on. 49, 196. 23, 171. We'll still go here. All right, so let's go ahead and engage these boys. And we're going to take out all 4 of these countries that we talked about before we actually spend a single dollar. That way we get the most bang for our buck. I mean, starting with 4 million is a rare thing in this game. And we can really do some damage with that if we get some population first. Now, we'll extinguish most of our starting troops and maybe give us a little bit of ammunition shortage. Yeah, you can see we're already in such a gunfight, but after this one fight, we shouldn't have to engage in too many more, and we can build up a very strong military to fix that ammunition shortage with new troops. Oh, frick, the Netherlands got in here, you mongrels. All right, let's take a moment while we are fighting troops and move forward so we get the advantage on them. Yeah, we scare them away. It's been a fight to get over here. There's been a lot of rebels. A lot of rebels, a lot of troops. Corgi, you played Plague Inc yet? Yeah, I've got like 12 videos on that on the channel if you want to check it out. Let's just go down south really quickly, capture this. See if we can avoid Portugal's wrath. Or excuse me, not Portugal's wrath, but we'll use some of our own reservists. I remember watching your Pakistan video wondering how you always lose your economy. No. I don't think I lost my economy in Pakistan. I mean, the only thing that happened with Pakistan was, you know, fighting with India. Oh my gosh, this war is taking forever. What, they upgrade this country to be a lot stronger with rebels than they were before? These guys are spawning troops every 2 seconds. You're sending all the population I want to bring into my country into like the slaughtering den. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness I have my own reservists. Help me grab land. I know they don't actually help grab land, but they can at least bodyguard me while I do it. All right, after a very intense fight, they are done. We lost most of our military, but Rwanda got troops. What about Burundi? Both of them got troops in that time. Let's take out Burundi first. We're still going to fight for all this land over here just because I want the population. And the United States has been fighting down Kenya, so it might be worthwhile to keep our troops over here just in case they fully commit. All right, there is Rwanda done. Do we have enough troops to even do this? I don't know, bud. I don't know. 63 population, though. I think it's time. We have lowered our GDP per capita to 88. I think it's time we just build troops. So with that being said, let's get a couple thousand tanks. Ooh, wow, we can get a lot. Let's get 3K. Let's get 2K rockets. And then let's get some actual big militaries out there. Some big units of commandos and gunners. Our recruitment size is still okay. And then what do I want to spend the rest on? Honestly, tanks are very expensive at the beginning of the game, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy a big number of them with the rest of my money. France is at war with us. Please don't be. Did I get kicked out? No, I've still got all my friends. France is at war with us because they walked through our territory, which is rather annoying. Oh, maybe because they attacked Somalia and we declared war on them. Either or. Well, we're just going to hide in Africa for the time being until our big army gets built. And hang out from there. Corey, after you finish all the countries, are we going to do a domination? I mean, here's the thing, bud. I've been playing this game for like over a year. I think I'm at like 70 countries. Let's look for an ally while we're here as well. Someone who's cheap. India, congratulations, new best friend. We have secured the India alliance, and they are very weak. We should not have secured that alliance. Dang it. Okay. Anybody else want to be friends with us? I don't suppose the United States is in reason. 1.5. China. 97. Best friend. So with China on our side, our exchange rate's low. We're somehow at war with Russia as well. I think it's because the UAE is, or excuse me, the Arab League is just getting absolutely decimated everywhere. But it doesn't affect us right here, right now. So we just keep building up troops. And then what is the next level we're going for with combat training? We need 5 research. So we've done pretty well with research so far. So we'll just speed along until we get all of our troops. Your name's Corgi Fish? Ugh. Dude, we used to have fights in my family because my dad had a fish tank and I didn't care. The fish were nice. They weren't my fish. They were my dad's fish. But my cat would stalk the fish. Anytime he left that lid open, there's another fish gone. And he'd be like, control your cat. And be like, well, close your dang lid. And then my dad bought this one bottom feeder fish. These, am I wasting my armies over here? No, they're fine. We lost a little bit because France keeps coming over here. I would love to not fight France. Let's buy a peace treaty with him. He bought this one bottom feeder fish that he thought was going to be nice and small for the tank, but it never stopped growing. It was one of those fish. It was like they adapt to the size of the tank, except for this one didn't have good depth perception, and it just grew. Catfish? No, it wasn't a catfish. Although you are correct, catfish are bottom feeders. Dude, there's so much happening right now. We are not friends with Qatar. What if we take Qatar? Is the good part of Qatar taken? Kind of. By Russia. And we're not friends with anyone anymore. Holy cow. Maybe we just stay put. You know what? Kuwait? Who's attacking Kuwait? Is that China? Can we sneak up and grab Kuwait? Away from China. Yes, run away, everyone. Good job. You did a fantastic job. You chased away China. Give me Kuwait. Oh, China does all the work. We get all the reward. That's Kuwait's troops. Qatar's also at war with us, but we can go to war with them. Jordan's declared war on us. We're not going to fight Jordan anytime soon. So that's the easy peace treaty. And Iraq is here. Well, we're going to fight Iraq probably next. If they're weak. They're still strong, so we'll walk away from that one. But Kuwait is a good target, so let's get up there. And fight down the rest of Kuwait. Libya's declared war on us. We're not going to fight Libya anytime soon, so we'll peace out with them before they send troops over. And is this Egypt? No, that's Iraq. Okay. We get Kuwait, and China got Bahrain. So little moves for us to improve ourselves, mostly feasting on our own allies. And we are 22 in GDP, 17th in population, 58 in GDP per capita. So our GDP per capita definitely went up really high after taking out those countries, which is to be expected. The DRC is falling, though. I would love to get my troops over there. What's our overall army look like? A little bit short on the piercing. We can't really wait, though, because the United States is already invading. So I think we take our troops down, meet up with the little scrounging army that we do have, and we fight down the DRC. Get our GDP per capita in a better way. We also fight Madagascar as well, but first the DRC. And then where are the economic zones? Kind of over here. So let's... In fact, I think we could split at this point. We have 5 million. Let's just push over. Where we can. We do have a little bit more piercing on the way. Let's try and challenge the United States as much as we can for land. And I think at this point, we can start producing troops. It's a little bit early to do this. 20, you typically want to be in the top 20 to do it, but actually we can get away with a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 40% is a little high. 35 is okay. Call that good. And we'll have to readjust this a couple times. We do also want to try and jump over here to Madagascar as well. So I'm going to take this bigger army and go see if we can fight any Madagascar. We also have fought down Sri Lanka, but they're going to war with our friend India, so not really going to spend the money to piece out that one since they're already gone. And the DRC is done, so let's recombine our army. Get down to Madagascar, help finish that off. And now that we have a direct border with the United States, any chance they want to be friends with us? 1 million for a friendship with the United States. Exchange rate's already at 74%, but it'll be much higher. 80%. That's very good. So we've basically left the UAE, or excuse me, the Arab League. They're dead to us. Saudi Arabia looks like they're about to fall. They are. Let's gather all of our troops and go home. We are producing some units. We could probably get away with, if we hadn't spent that million on the United States, we could have gotten some of this. But I think we have a strong enough army as is. I don't really want to fight Iran, so I'm going to get a peace treaty with them. I don't know when I went to war with them. Problem with our country is we have so many countries coming into this area that we're constantly at war with that we're losing troops just in our capital being here. All right, but Saudi Arabia, troops wise, they have barely anything left, so we're just going to full charge into this. How is our ammunition shortage? It's not the best, but I think it's fine enough for this fight. So let's stick to the north. This is kind of where we want to line up because, you know, this is all desert down here, not super valuable land. We are charging into the capital, which means we'll take the brunt of anyone's attacks. Now, the brunt of Saudi Arabia's attacks, but that's fine for now. We'll just move their capital. We're at war with Russia. Not good. Peace out with that. Lost a little bit of troops along the way for no reason. Oh, there's a big economic zone we can push for over here. Get over there. China's going to get it. Unfortunate. China got the good part. China got some of the good parts. I mean, we still got the capital. Like, when we take a look off our country, we still got the capital. And we got a little bit of this country. So we're okay. They did get the good parts. There's still a little bit of desert to grab. I'm not going to worry about the desert because Iraq is falling. So let's gather our troops and fight Iraq. But let's go from where we have Kuwait to try and block other countries from grabbing it. Although Iran is right there. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's launch an immediate attack on Iraq. See if we can split up some of this country for ourselves. The Philippines has declared war on you. Well, we're going to ignore that for now. It'll take them a while to even get over here. See if we can bully Iraq a little bit into getting some of the good parts. Or Iran. And we do get a substantial amount of the good parts of Iraq. Wonderful news. Okay. We also have a little bit of Saudi Arabia to finish up, but we'll worry about that later. How is our ammunition shortage at this point? Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. That's good to hear. Kenya declared war on me. Why? Austria is also here and fighting me. See, again, this is just like Danger Alley. We're losing so many troops just to people like walking through our territory. Find another path. Hungary's at war with us? Wasn't I allied to the United States? Go away. Germany's at war with us? Dude, it ain't that deep, my guys. Who is at war with us? The United Kingdom, Kenya, Philippines, Belgium. Saudi Arabia would make sense. Hungary and Oman. Go away, Europe. This isn't your fight. Anyways, let's finish up the rest of Saudi Arabia so we don't have to deal with them anymore. Hungary, go away. Dude. Just Danger Alley over here, man. And we need rockets, by the way. So let's buy some rockets really quickly. We're also, here's Germany's army, so we got to peace out with them. Fortunately, all these like little peace trees aren't that expensive, but it is just annoying that we're having so many of them pop up because people are walking through our territory. Like, just go around, my guy. There's a whole ocean right there. Or straight. And taking a look at our country now, 15 in GDP, 8 in population. So we can definitely increase our... Not really. I was going to say our production, but our GDP per capita is 63. We have a chance to lower that by attacking Kenya. Does Kenya have any friends? No friends at all. Let us go to Kenya. Do we have our rockets? We do. Okay, so let's go to Kenya. We're going to take a nice, easy path. Kenya, at this point, has extinguished all their troops. They barely have anything left, so we're going to go straight into them. And fight down Kenya. We shouldn't encounter too many troops or too much battles that would lower our ammunition shortage. They don't have really any reservists. There could be a few militias along the way, but otherwise it's just free population. Is Japan weak? I don't know. I'm not really in a spot looking for like big fish to fall, but Japan looks probably pretty strong. Yeah, they're strong. I'm more interested in getting higher population at the moment, and I'll kind of worry about getting a better GDP per capita later. Because like our GDP is okay. We need to build troops, so we don't want this number too high. Even though the allure of grabbing Japan is like great right now, it would probably be a fight regardless, and I don't want to grab too big of a country before I have a chance to build up some cheap foot soldiers. Oh, but speaking of research, though, we are ready for our next level of combat training. That locks out 100% this column, so we can move on to our next column, which will probably be military intelligence. Get our troops some experience. That would be lovely for us as we finish up this war with Kenya. Just a few more bits to grab, but has not been too bad. I imagine our ammunition shortage is fine. Yeah, it's 0. We've barely faced any militias at all. We get a little bit of South Sudan as well. We could potentially grab some more of Sudan, but I don't think any... it's kind of more valuable, this area. That's Kenya gone. So let's finish up the last little bit of Sudan really quickly. That we can grab, at least. All right, that's all we can grab from Sudan. And the last country over here is Egypt. They're not that strong, but they are still allied to us, and I don't need to rock the boat that much. Mexico is also... Nah, not Mexico. I was going to say it could be a good target. Vietnam and Thailand are both strong, as always. Malaysia and Indonesia are both strong. So let's go home for the time being. We do need a little bit of reprieve just to rebuild our troops. So that should work out. I do want to take out Oman at some point, because they are hostile and right next to us. Do they have any friends? Lebanon, Egypt, and Italy. Okay, wow, they are going to live. So let's maybe try and get a alliance with them, or at least a peace treaty, so we can get our troops in and out without, you know, just the ultimate sacrifice. And we are in a good spot. Let's go ahead and get some more tanks. Keep replenishing our troops. Save up for a little bit, and then think about next moves. India got up to 18 million. Good for them. Buddy, you're supposed to be my friend. 2 million. Okay. Exchange rate's at 76 without them. Who are our friends? Our friends are Algeria, Egypt, China, and the United States. Interesting. I'll pay the small amount to keep China on board. In Egypt. And what is going on in the UK? Italy, everyone's fighting them. They still have Estonia, Russia, Italy. I think I could take that. How many troops do they have? 15 million. Okay, so that's not going to get done anytime soon. But what if we just happen to be walking over there? What if we just go peruse the area? China's fighting the United Kingdom. That might, again, is worthwhile. See, stop walking through my territory. All these people are becoming hostile to me because they're walking through my territory. Go away. Find somewhere else to walk. Get off my yard. Game name, please? Brother, there's no way you're asking what the game name is when it's in the title of the stream. It's Dummynation, my friend. I'm just joshing with you. Okay, so that resolved by the time we got over here. Unfortunate. But I love the United Kingdom. Canada. It's not like we have a world-beating army to begin with, but the United Kingdom looked like there was going to be a lot of fun happening. France has fallen. Hold on. France still has all of its friends. That's unfortunate. Does everyone hate Spain? People are pretty okay with Spain too. Greece, stop fighting me. Holy cow, man. I thought you didn't want a high GB per capita? Yeah, but when you're talking about what, the third or sixth best? Yeah. I mean, when you're talking about Japan, I always don't really look at Japan because typically they're strong. But United Kingdom falls a lot more. It's kind of a cost to benefit ratio. A return on investment. Ooh. Economic terms. Wow. I'm going to spend a little bit of money to get an alliance with Ethiopia. They have a good amount of troops, and I'm just searching for friends. I don't think that'll affect my diplomacy too much. Yeah, we lost Algeria, but how many troops does Algeria have? 9 million? Yeah, I'll trade Algeria for Ethiopia any day of the week. That seems like a pretty good trade. Ireland's also getting invaded. Do they have a lot of friends? They do. Unfortunate. I'm going to keep over here in Europe just in case there is a rare opportunity. Love to be able to jump on it, and not much is else happening in the world that we would love to participate in, other than potentially Egypt. But I think we re-upped our alliance with Egypt. Yeah, we did. So we're not going to be going to Egypt anytime soon. Lots of people are just kind of picking at the United Kingdom. They still have a good army, but if that changes, ooh, we're there. And this might be our moment. The United Kingdom's just going ham right now. Here we go. Who are your friends and how many people I'm going to have to buy off? Italy. Peace treaty with them. Get them out of the way. We're going to have to buy Estonia and Russia. We want to do this. We have 15 million. They have 2 million, but how many reserves do they have? 4 million. Let's wait for that to go down a little bit, but let's just start moseying our way over a little bit more. I think now's the time. Now's the time we strike. Go, 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 go. Fight them down. Take all of it. Get London. It might have been smarter to fight from the north, but I want London. The entire economy of the UK really goes through London. Did Russia care? Russia does currently not care. There we go. While we're fighting troops, let's move up. In a very easy fight for us. We get all of their territories, and that moves us up to 5 and 4 and 41. So 41, hurts a little bit, but not that bad. Russia looks like they might be falling next. Yeah, they're falling. Let's get prepared for that battle. We can definitely take on Russia. I don't think we have a... Oh, we do have a peace treaty with them. No! For how long, though? This is why I don't peace out with people 80 days. Hell yeah, brother! We're ready to rumble. Let's get those troops ready. Anything we want to spend? Almost ready for some military intelligence. We have a little bit of the UK to go. I don't know how much I want to finish them off versus fight Russia. But I'm not going to rush it either. Give me helicopters. $4 million reservists, no military. It is time. We have everything ready. Let's gather the boys. 21 million and 17 million piercing. Would love to get the piercing up a little bit, but let's go and try and get ready to fight Russia. Mongolia never makes it. Sometimes Mongolia makes it. They never become like a big powerhouse. They never really get the opportunity to do anything, but sometimes they do make it. All right, they have 2 million firepower and then 4 million reservists. We should be able to punch through that relatively easily. So let's go straight in here. Oh, wait, check their friends. China. China, you're my friend. Get over here. And we'll fight down Russia. How's their troops looking like? We're getting through their commandos, more fighting their reservists. Reservists are basically gone. And I think we can go ahead and start splitting now. Start working our way down. There's this one port I want to grab really quickly in... I forgot what this place is called, but it starts with an S. Like the region. Grab this. Block other countries from easily having access. There we go. Push our way to Moscow. We'll finish up here and push our way to St. Petersburg with this army. And Russia also did eat, you won't believe this, part of Ukraine. So we'll be able to get the Ukrainian lands as well. We're going to be well on our way to a very lovely little empire here. Ammunition shortage, a little bit high. But honestly, we're not going to be facing too many troops, legitimate troops after this, just militias. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. We should definitely start upgrading our piercing. We also have that military intelligence we need to grab. Increase the amount of experience our troop gains by currently not, well, what was it? 2%. Not the best, but 9% will be really good. This is one that really scales upwards once you start getting the higher levels. Let's get some more piercing out there. And we'll just be building a secondary army in the background as we just finish off the rest of Russia. Russia's a pain in the butt because they slowed down the Arctic Circle and how fast you move, which I get it. I get the reason why. But it is just really annoying to have to send troops to this. Be like, just capitulate, my guy. Brazil's trying to fight France. That is weakening them up. That's good intel. It's the Kola Peninsula? Oh, dude. Isn't this like Samoa? Something like that? Maybe it was a tribe up there. I don't feel like I'm 100% wrong here. You leave the Arctic for the other countries to grab. Yeah, but sometimes they don't do it. And then like late game, you're gonna be dealing with Russia rebels like all the way over here while you're fighting in like the United States. It's just like, come on, man. A cool feature in this game would be to be able to draw a line for your army to be like, don't go beyond this. I don't want that. Because I would totally be like, don't go above this. Like, I don't want anything there. Like, right now, we're fighting for this land. We'll finish up this island. We won't finish up the island, but we got to come back for it, I guess. We really want to stick down south where the economy is, though. Like, this is still a good region to grab. This is kind of wasteland. Just trees out there. So let's reposition our army a little bit. I don't like to give them too many manual commands in this because, you know, it's just Russia, just grab it. But let's focus on the south, just so China, if they decide to get involved, doesn't get more economy than they already have. Even though they were our friend, they are weak. United States, you're weak too. What the hell, guys? Oh, gosh. How's our economy so low? 67%. We should pick a side. China's always a pain in the butt. They have 54 million reservists. China, you're my new friend. I'll consider fighting the United States. Mexico's invaded the United States? Mexico, you're weak, right? You're very weak right now. How much do we want to finish up here in Russia? Maybe grab... I don't want to leave Russia too big. Maybe grab this region, and then we'll call it quits. All right, I think we've milked Russia for all it's worth. Sucks because we can't really... Turkey, do you have friends still? Turkey does not have friends. That's very interesting. I would love to fight Turkey just to get my territories connecting. So let's grab you and you. You'll come from the north. This army will come from the south, not multiple at this point. This army's 10 million. Anything we could do to really up that really quickly? Probably could use a few. Let's get some helicopters out there just for the attack potential. And get ready to fight Turkey. That'll be a nice next move for us. They have a lot of economy. Turkey is a good one. Basically, I'm trying to get over to Mexico. But right now, this is 11 GDP. This is 8. So it's kind of the same. And this one is a lot more strategically beneficial for us to do, especially now before Turkey has a chance to get too strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack with this army first. Try and bring Turkey's army up north. And once their army is committed to fighting us up north, we'll bring down the second army in the south. So let's go ahead and fight the second army in the south. And did anyone go to war with us? Norway did, so we want to peace out with them. We're not going to fight them anytime soon. They don't have that many troops, though. How's your diplomacy? Yeah, we're not going to fight you anytime soon. You have a lot of friends. And Turkey's down to very little. I think we split this just to go a little faster. And we'll commit to fully taking out Turkey because they're a nice, easy, contained country. Oh, wow. We capitulated them, grabbed all this area as well. So that is lovely for us. Turkey's out of the way. And how is Mexico? Still weak enough to fight? No, they're gotten a little bit stronger. Unfortunate. We kind of missed our window with Mexico, but that's okay. We're doing all right. We are 3-3 GDP population. GDP per capita is 38. A little high, but that's okay. Let's head home. And I think we have a little bit of ammunition shortage we got to work out. Yeah, just a little bit. Mozambique is now hostile with us because, again, they walked through our territory. Or that's Uganda. Uganda. I don't want to fight you. Just peace out with them. They're just bleeding our reservists by walking through our territory all the time. Dude, so much of the world just absolutely hates us right now. Also, Time Arctic, member for 8 months. Closer to joining Polar Bear Club and closer to the Iron Man. Dude, the Iron Man. That'll be a day when someone gets that. When someone gets that badge. My friend Ethiopia looks like they died. Do I have a peace treaty with Ethiopia? I do. For how long? Look how many people we're at war with. Freaking A, my guy. China, you're still my friend. Get back here. Israel declared war on us? Why? You don't have any troops, Israel. Do you have any friends? They have friends. All right. We should still take them out, though. Let me get some piercing before we do this. Just a quick round of rockets. Shouldn't take us the longest. Israel will just kind of run into our reservists. When we get these rockets, we'll go finish them off quickly. All right, thanks for the land, Israel. Boom. And Italy declared war on us. I'm not going to fight you, so just go away. Strategic advantage for when we fight someone who has troops. We show us the leaderboard. The only ones that matter is China and the United States are ahead of us. I'll save you the woe. Where's you? Montenegro. Stop walking through my land, dude. We're in Bulgaria or Romania. I'm just wasting so many of my reservists because everyone wants to walk through my friggin' territory. Go around. Go around. If you can peace out for Europe for so cheap, that also means you can fight them. Yeah, that's why I was looking at Germany, but then I couldn't fight them. And I was like, hey. And I don't really want to get into, like, you know, not to be crude, but a piston match with Europe for land. I'd rather take a moment just to save. I remember Australia was weak. They're strong enough. Brazil? Mexico's got troops, but they're just in commandos. It's a tempting piece. Because they also have a little bit of San Diego, somehow. Do they have LA? They do have LA. All right. Here's the plan. Mexico has a good amount of troops, but they're all foot soldiers. They do have a small bit of reservists as well. We have a much more militarized and mechanized army unit. So I'm going to grab just a ton of tanks. And I think we go fight Mexico. They have LA. And I want LA. That's going to be really big for us. So that's our plan going forward. We're just going to go straight for LA. Make sure the United States doesn't try and grab it back. It will make the United States a little bit, angry. How's our budget looking, by the way? Pretty good. I'm happy with that. So let's head over to the West Coast. Avoid all the angry boys over here. New Zealand died. Unfortunate for them. And head over and get ready to fight Mexico. Spain is very tempting. Yeah, except for the fact that they have... They have 15 million. The 11th best GDP. I'd rather fight Mexico. Spain is tempting, but I'd rather fight Mexico right now. All right, Mexico's friends are Belarus, doesn't matter. Peru, Bangladesh will peace out. We'll peace out with everyone that wants to come war with us. We have 2 million banked up for that exact reason. Let's go get LA. Battlefield LA. Begin now. Here's their army. At least part of it. That was most of their army, actually. It went down very quickly again because it's all foot soldiers. We had tanks and they didn't. Who all has declared war on us? Venezuela, Bangladesh, Peru, everybody. All right, Peru, let's get you out of here. Argentina, get you out of here. Bangladesh, I imagine you have a ton of troops. Yeah, good amount. Get you out of there. Belarus. Belarus wants 5 million. Kick rocks, dude. Oh, and then Venezuela. That should be most everybody but Belarus out of this fight. I don't know what happened over here in Mexico, but they took part of the United States, and that's always a good reason to fight Mexico. And I think we are big enough. The United States declared war on us. I told you they would be salty about us taking LA. Well, peace out with them. We'll split our army. Get down to southern Mexico. Start fight for that as well. Belarus, I've kicked you around. You're a lot cheaper now. There we go. So I went to Big Bend National Park. which is on the border of Mexico and the United States. And there's this river that separates the United States and Mexico. And you go, wouldn't the Mexicans just try and immigrate, like, cross the border here? And the guy was explaining to me, is like, well, on the other side of this is like 400 miles of desert, so no one would ever try it. I go, that's fair. Ireland, buddy, go away. I know you want your island, but not now. All right, so we finished military intelligence at 34%, at least to unlock Art of War. I'm going to go ahead and get the last level, though. Another 16% is definitely worthwhile for 4 points. Mexico has been defeated. How do we look now? We are still 3-3. Leaderboard-wise, we are pretty far off the United States. They are crushing this in first place with 62%. Oof, man, if we could get, like, Japan... we could get Japan and then maybe, like, India. Get a quick path to victory. It's possible, but it's not likely. India, look at the world over here, just sharing Russia. So beautiful. 36 million, not realistic. 24 million, also not the most realistic. A lot of foot soldiers in both these countries. But it's a different story than Mexico because they have a much higher population, especially India, that would wreck us. Other option is Spain. Spain is a good one. I almost considered Spain instead of Mexico. So we might fight Spain, but how is our ammunition shortage? It's a little high, so I think we need to rest for a moment, build up a few more troops, and then start talking. By the way, we can start talking about producing more troops. Yeah, this can definitely be updated. Bring these numbers up a little bit. 33 is good. Start producing a little bit more troops at home. Iran. The United States declared war on us. First off, we got to piece out that. Boom. Iran's declared war on us. How many troops do they have? 20 million. Not worth fighting right now, so let's peace out with them before they take any territory. A lot of angry boys with us right now. China, I got to pick you as a friend, so let's buy your friendship. At least get our defensive score up a little bit. I think we're pretty bad in that department. We're second now with China. Hopefully that will dissuade a lot of people from wanting to fight us. The Rio Grande, that and flash floods, the river is treacherous. Yeah, but not at the park. Like, it's very easy at the park. Being straightforward with you. And how I know this is because we walked to this one landmark that's on the border, right on the Rio Grande. And there was a bunch of shops on the American side with nobody on them. And just like a little bucket saying, if you want to buy something, put money in here. And the guide was saying, or we were talking to some people. It was like, oh, the Mexicans come. They're over there in the bushes kind of hiding because they're not allowed to be on this side and it's heavily patrolled. But the park allows them to like sell goods. So they'll come at night to like collect their stuff and the money. So they do that on the daily. They illegally cross the border daily. And it's just one of those things is like, as a national park guy, you're just sitting there and be like, am I really gonna like come down on this guy who's trying to sell a $2 necklace? I was like, the answer is probably no. could start fighting all of Europe. I still want to. Let me get this last level military intelligence and the ammunition shortage down. I think we go fight. Common experience is not... Okay, ammunition shortage is basically 0. I want to fight Spain. Spain's diplomacy is not that bad. We could definitely fight Spain. And they're a little bit more contained, so they'll be easy to grab. They have France as well. So let's get these last little bit of rockets. We're done with them. Let's go fight Spain. In fact, I think Spain's on their way to fight me. No, they were just hanging out. All right, so let's fight for the French lands right away. Go to war with Spain. Spain's going to have a little bit of troops for sure, but nothing that we can't handle. Who's this? Slovenia. Go away. Who are the rest of the people that went to war with us just now? Nobody's been to war with us, but who are your friends? Greece, Finland, you. Okay, that's everyone but Lithuania that can enter the war, so we're just fighting Spain at this point. We're doing okay. We're not really losing too many troops compared to what we're going to get. So very happy with that. Let's start splitting. And do you have troops left? No. Okay, so let's split in 2 again. Czech went to war with us. Peace out with them. And we'll grab all of Spain. Let's get the Canary Islands. Fun fact about the Canary Islands. No canaries, as in the birds. It was like a translation thing with like dogs as canines. There's a lot of dogs on these islands. Ain't that fun? Ooh, let's get that last level of military intelligence, and now we'll start working up to Art of War. 5.8. How's our military looking? What do we need? A little bit more piercing, so let's get a ton of rocket artillery. We're now making 3 million. We're a big dog now. Even though we're still going to be 3-3 for a while because board percentage, we're making money. We're making a lot of money. And then exchange rate's pretty good, considering we're still friends with China. Is that the end of Spain, or do they got stuff elsewhere? That's the end of Spain. Great little war for us. China is fighting Canada. Please tell me that you are still allied to the United States. You are not. You have one friend. What the fun. Let's go to the other side of Canada. Since we're not going to get this side, we'll get British Columbia. And economy-wise, we obviously want to stay down south. We'll peace out with Canada. We'll leave this to the rest of the countries, but we're focusing south. Start splitting our army, though. See if we can start moving in that direction. Alrighty, and that's all of Canada I really want. So let's grab everybody, go home, and let's see if we can peace out with Canada. Yeah, very cheap to peace out with them. So we'll take all of our money and go home. Nice little move for us to get all the southern parts of it. The United States is looking hecka goofy. They got 28 million, all in commandos. How many reservists do they have? Nothing. That's tempting. That's tempting. What if we just fought the United States right now? That would put us at 80%. That's a little rough. That's a rough position to be in. We kind of need to fight down some smaller fries first. We could go for Europe. We could go for Ireland right now, since they've been invading us. They literally have been just fighting our reservists up here the entire time. They're friends with a good amount of the war, but I think we can get this done quickly. And honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea to fight Ireland, draw out some of the Europe countries that we are going to want to fight regardless, like Italy. We'd love to fight them, but in a smaller army. So let's fight down Ireland. Come fight me, boys. Yeah, Germany's here. Here come the boys. Iran, hi. That's a surprising one. Gonna be straightforward with you. And at this point, we don't need new friends. Let's go straight into fascism. Get the recruitment bonuses. Might be too early. I'm feeling confident. There's Ireland done. Germany, how many troops did you waste on me? A lot. How is... Please tell me our ammunition, George. It's pretty fine. Germany, how are your friends? You got a lot of them. That's for sure. We'll fight anyone that's not in Europe, but let's go fight Germany. Pakistan, you exist. And you declared war on us. That's a big one. Don't want to fight you. This is arguably too small of an army to be doing this, but I feel like we could push. We have another army building. How's this army looking? Very small. Needs more tanks. Ooh, give me rockets for value. Iran, am I going to really want to fight you anytime soon? Not really. Let's peace out with you. Sweden, let's get you out of this fight. I'm actually going to take a break from this fight. I'm going to go fight Belgium really quickly. We can get Belgium done so quickly. All right, let's pick out some of the people we're not going to fight anytime soon. Croatia, just get out of here. Belgium, we're fighting. Austria, I don't really care about, although they're right there. Romania, definitely don't want to fight you anytime soon. Get you out of here. Okay. Ammunition shortage, very bad. Big war for us. Frick. Ooh, let's get us some more tanks out there. We're gonna have to take a moment of reprieve from fighting Germany. Finish up Belgium, why not? Let's slowly build up though. And then Art of War, definitely gonna need that. We gotta get this down. It's too high. It's way too high. Like, we're not going to face any resistance in Greenland. I'm not worried about it. Our reservists can hold what we took from Germany. It's just too much right now. Austria's got good economy. Yeah, and they're weak, so I didn't want to, like, not go for them. How did I get Greenland, dude? I've never been up here. Bro, do you focus more on the game than chat? Welcome to every streamer everywhere, bud. I think what you want is a just chatting stream. I don't think you're looking for a gaming stream. Like, yeah, I gotta focus on the game. That's the most important part of the video. Like, I try and read chat as much as I can, but this is a game that's pretty intensive. You can't just, like, look away. No, just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, it's not to be mean, but like, if you want someone who's going to be looking at chat constantly, I think you want a just chatting stream. Now, I'm not really a just chatting guy. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm just not it. I'm not him. We all just say. Yeah, we're all just technically saying. All right. Ammunition shortage is nice and low. Let's continue our war with Germany. Don't want to get them build back up. They got 6 million already. Yeah, they've really prioritized it. We're back in this fight for a while, though. Hungary, dude, get out of here. I'm not fighting you. I'll peace out with these guys. I don't mind breaking peace treaties, to be honest with you. Greece, dude, go away. I gotta make progress this time. Taiwan frickin' is alive in here. Hello. Yeah, they made it all the way over here. Who was that? I could have sworn that was Hungary's flag, but I peaced out with Hungary. Who is this? Let's go up there. No, I couldn't click it in time. What friggin' country is that, dude? Bulgaria, thank you. Go away. All right, now we're in an easy fight. This is looking a lot better. Ammunition shortage is going up, but not nearly as much as it was the first time around. We're getting a lot of economy off this too. Bulgaria is strong? No, Ukraine is strong. And I only say that because of the meme from Seinfeld, but I also, as I was saying it, remember the war. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's the war. Still on that. Yeah, ugly topic. Not because I don't support Ukraine, but... All right, that's Germany mostly gone. We're on to greener pastures. Bring the army down. Let's get Denmark next. They've been fighting us the entire time, so they're very deplenished. We'll just fight everybody in Europe. Give us more percentage, so if we want to fight the United States, we can very quickly. At this point, there's no... I'm not piecing out anymore. I'll fight everybody. I'll be to your home country soon enough, Slovakia. All right, Poland's been fighting an everlasting battle. We should get them as well. To Poland. Lesotho declared war on me. My brother in Christ. You actually have some army. I'm just gonna... Ah, you want 29 million? You're a monster. South Korea. Another one that we don't want to fight. Nigeria, dude. Everybody loved Denmark. Oh my god, I pieced out for 3.9 million. I should buy more troops with that. Yeah. Italy declare war on me. Bring it. All right, they're done. Did I peace out with Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic? I don't think so. Let's fight them now. Prestige fell. We did. Ah, whatever. They went to war with us. The peace treaty should be null and void if they go to war with you, right? Like, they were hostile to me. That shouldn't be a peace treaty still. Austria, fight you. Another art of war. Boom. Attack faster. Army comp. We need more rockets. Slovakia. Hello. Welcome to the show. Do we want to fight Italy directly? Yes. I do. Let's wait for these rockets to get done, and I think we fight Italy directly. Why are you sparing Switzerland? It's mountainous territory. It's not very viable. All right, let's bring our army up. Actually, let's bring them down. Egypt, are you hostile to me? No, no, no. You're fine. All right, Italy, who are your friends? Diplomacy. India is going to be a problem. We're going to need to buy them off. In fact, I'll just become India's bestie right now. And outside of that, not too concerned. Can peace out with these guys right away. So now we just have to worry about nobody. We're good. We're golden, pony boy. Freaking China, you're my friend. Get back. My one friend I'm trying to maintain for my sanity. We go straight into Italy. We'll fight down their military, which is gone. And now we start to split. All right, they are done. Luxembourg, you just exist and you're in my way of a beautiful country. Switzerland, you have attacked me. How dare you? Done. Alrighty, we are 33%. We are almost tied with China. I would love to get like another 20%, but that would involve Japan and Brazil. Japan, 21 million. Brazil, 31 million. Yeah. Could keep picking on Europe. In fact, let's grab Belarus. They're gone. We're at war with Finland. Might as well fight them down. Prestige fell. Whatever. Whatever, man. I ain't a prestige guy anyways. Pretty easy war. You're grabbing India. I think we gotta chill out for a second, build up a better army to get ready to fight India. I don't think we realistically have a path to victory without India. Once we get India, I think we could just fight the United States down and win and just keep buying China's friendship back, regardless of the price. So that's our plan for right now. We just build up an army. Hello. What's up, Zero Winter? How are you? No, Finland, the happy country? No, they're still happy. They're just happier now when they're in my country. It's different. The fewest time zone is the time zone in Australia with a few villages, and that's it. No, the time zones are split vertically. There is one country, I think it's Micronesia, that like or it was whatever's over here, but there's one no, it's like over here. There's one country where the line came straight down, and they're like, we're not having our country split across 2 different days. So there's like a weird carve out where they go United States declared war on me. Do I want to fight the United States? Not yet. There's no hope. There's no chance in that one. You got me. Give me the tanks. How strong are they? They're just commandos and gunners. Okay. They are fighting down my UK territory, so I'm going to go fight those armies over there. This is the problem with going fascist too early, is you don't really get any opportunity to build up because the world will just be mad at you. So let's fight them on their own territory, see if we can bring over troops. Slowly whittle them down. Let's go to Florida. Tanks are done. And let's start pumping up these numbers a little bit. We'll go above what we normally do. 36 is good. And let's start fighting the United States on Florida. What are you going to do about that? Here's an army. Here's another army. They're down to 13 million. 8 million. Now, this is fully putting us into the danger zone, but there's no way I could peace out with him, so we'll figure it out from here. All right, now we start splitting. And we'll start grabbing the United States. This will put us in the danger zone with percentage of the board versus the AI gets really angry with you at 75%, but especially 80%. And that's kind of where we're going to be at the end of this, unfortunately. But there was nothing we could do. We could have conceded land. Nigeria was coming over with a giant army. Please tell me I can buy you off, and I can. That's wonderful news. Another art of war. We have 20 million in production. How's our army look? What do we need? Need more rockets. Give me rockets. I really admire you going up to Canada, but let's stay down in mainland. Okay, if we needed to, we could fight China for the win. That's good. That's comforting to know. I don't know how close we're going to get at the end of this. United States still has 20%. We actually could probably win this with a cheap war on somebody else. Nice and condensed. I think we could probably just fight Japan down for the 10% that we would need. Yeah, we could. So we finish off the United States. We'll grab their mainland. We'll go fight Japan for the win. When are we getting South America? I think we completely ignore South America in this run, being straightforward with you. We're at 90% and China's the only threat on the board. So what we're going to do, we're going to clear out the West Coast, immediately turn on Japan. We only need 10% and we can much easier find that in Japan than we could in the United States. United States unleashed this war upon us. We were not looking for it. Keep that in mind. All right, any chance we could peace out with you? You have 2 million left. No. Okay, but I think if we bull rush China or Japan, we win this. So let's rush over here. Okay, we need 8%. You will have 8%. Fight Japan, regardless of the cost. Take this army, split it and go. Keep off the island that, or the mainland Russia. We don't need it. Just keep focusing on mainland Japan. 7% left. Tokyo will be huge for us to grab. If we could just get an army down there immediately. So the moment that goes, the army goes away, we immediately start taking land. 6% left. Come on. Fall, Tokyo, fall. I think we got this. 98. Come on, get us there. Get us there. Tokyo, fall. 99. Come on, Tokyo. Carry us. Yes. The UAE dominates the world after 27.55k days. A pretty fast run. Very chaotic. I don't know if the end game was changed where every country doesn't go ham on you when you get to 75-80%. But India never declared war on us. Brazil never declared war on us. Indonesia didn't. Australia didn't. Iran we peaced out with. And China we just bullied into being our friends the entire time. Let's see how that puts us on the leaderboard. Dude, third place. Third place by a mile, too. But still pretty happy with that time. Some people get just absolutely so fast scores. But happy with that all the same. Great nation recommendation. If you have a nation you would like me to play as next, put in the comments down below. We will play as the most upvoted comment in the next video. But for now, boys, thank you so much for watching. Especially if you made it this far in the video. If you have made it this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put a video 6 days a week. But for now, boys, I will see you in the next one. Wait, no, I just joined. Oh, we're not leaving. Now we move on to multiplayer. That was a very fast run. Let's do so if you want to join along, we're gonna do some multiplayer games. If you want to join along, you hit multiplayer, custom. There will be a code on screen. You enter the code here. And you cannot be any country in the top 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First country you can be is Italy. You cannot attack any players for the first 5 minutes. Those are the only rules. Got it? Got it. I'll be the Philippines. All right. Game code is 3328. Should I stick around and watch multiplayer? It's your call. Face cam? Ugh. Gonna make me turn on my other light. Hold on, I gotta get that out of there. There we go. Hold on, let me turn on the other light real quick. Gets a little hot. It's starting to get a little hot. So I've been just chilling in the dark, you know? Can I claim Canada? If you get there in time, if you're the first person. If I had Steam, I would get Dummynation. What, you just not have a computer? You can get it on mobile. It's in fact free on mobile. Which I think is a good business model. Because it's like, you can play along. And, you know, they probably attract a lot more players than they would otherwise for a free game. But then, like, you start playing and you go, this would be a lot better on the PC. And then you look at the PC, it's like $11. And you go, hell yeah, brother, I'll buy that. I'm on mobile. See, that business is he's a mobile boy. It's free on Chrome OS. Yeah, sure. That's mobile. I'm assuming Chrome is mobile. Like, it's their Pixel phone. The OS is their Pixel phone operating system. So I think what I said still stands. I'm not joining this one. We'll join the next one. No Voicecraft. Yeah, that's why it sucks. You suck. You ever think of that? Nerd? Got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Got him. Got him so hard. I'm in. Nice. Lawton, you changed your profile picture. It threw me for a loop because I was like, I know that name. I've heard of that name before, but I don't assume, whenever, like, if you want to, like, ever, like, be, like, forgotten in the community by me completely, change your profile name, change your profile picture. You basically become a new person to me. All my memories to you are attached to those two things. So when you do that, you've basically just, like, changed your nationality as if we're meeting in person and be like, do you remember me? I'm like, no, last time we met, you were a black guy. It's like, of course I don't remember you. It costs $1 on Steam? No, it doesn't. How much does it cost nowadays? I doubt that. It's on sale right now, 20% off, so it costs $9.59 American. I have no idea what that costs otherwise. I hear some people complain in other countries, and I get their argument that, like, cost of living wise, games are so much more expensive if you live in, like, Brazil or something, which I totally get. It's like, you know, pricing is just so different converted wise. But to the other argument, you know, you as a developer still need to, like, if you live in America or you're based in, like, a Western European country, you got to pay your employees a standard of living. And that money, you can't just be like, sorry, we sold 11 million copies, but 30% of that was in, like, Brazil, so we got 30 cents on the dollar what we charge Americans. Like, no, they gotta pay off their investors, they gotta pay their employees. It's a rough argument either way. Also, boys, let's start talking in English only, and then I gotta ban the people who is out of the top 10. You know you're not supposed to be there. What will Corgi choose? I already choose the Philippines. For the people that live in Brazil? Yeah, I mean, Brazil is one of the countries. There's a lot of countries like that. That sucks. It also sucks for the people who, like, you know, the Helldiver situation where it's just like, now you got to get the PlayStation app. And be like, brother, I live in Kazakhstan. You don't even have the PlayStation app here. Like, yeah, that sucks. All right, so we'll start this in 4 minutes just to have a nice even starting point. So that'll be noon for me. Remember, you can't attack anyone until the first 5 minutes. So 12:05 will be when you can attack a player, just to give everyone a start. Rip, I can't join? You can if you want to. I mean, you got 4 minutes. What if I get attacked? If you're worried about, I'm going to be straightforward with you as Mongolia. I would pick a different country because even though a player's not going to attack you, Russia or China probably will. But Kazakhstan, #1 producer of potassium. They can buy PS4 with potassium money. Not if the PlayStation app isn't, like, you gotta, like, to use a PlayStation, you have to log on to the PlayStation store. And if the store's not supported in your country, you got to use, like, a VPN. Which, if I'm gonna be straightforward with you, if I lived in, like, certain parts of the world, I think I'd have a VPN. I did for a while, but I was like, I didn't really find it as useful as I thought it was gonna be. It is expensive. Code is 3328. You bet. You got it, buddy. You should partner with a VPN. Yeah, I mean, if a partnership was offered and they'll go, we'll give you a free VPN for a year. It's not like I'm going to say no. I'd want money on top of that because I don't value the VPN as high. Yeah, it can't be China. Gotta pick somebody else. I think they start coming at 50K subs. I mean, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. The viewership I get on a week is pretty high in comparison because most YouTubers just put out like one video a week, and I'm a daily guy. So I could make the argument, be like, I will put, you want someone with 90K views? I'll put it 5 days a week as the sponsor for the same amount. It's a pretty good price. Pretty good deal. You get 5 times the exposures. What if one of those videos goes viral? You get way more bang for your buck. Can't be United States. All right, we're starting in 1 minute. If you try and come in with a country you can't be in the last minute, it sucks. I'm going to lock you out and you probably won't get a chance to rejoin. You can't be any country in the top 10. When you're doing a stream for territorial.io, 5 days a week, every day but today and Sunday and Monday, actually. So 4 days. For some reason, I can't chat in Dummynation. It's locked to players only. All right, that's time. Let's go ahead and lock everything. Make sure nobody switched to a country they shouldn't be. We're good to rumble. All right, let's go ahead and start. You cannot attack another player for the first 5 minutes. You cannot attack anyone until 12:05. What country was I? The Philippines. Haha. All right. Yeah. All right, get an alliance with you. Pop, pop. Can we speed up? We'll give everyone a little bit of time to figure things out. There's a lot to do at the beginning of the game. See if I can grab any of this. GDP is actually not bad. This island's in the process of becoming independent. Oh, Papua New Guinea, by the way. Why are you coming after me? Go find anybody else. Can we attack countries? Yeah, you can attack anybody that's not a player. All right, let's speed things up now. I think everyone's kind of figured out. All right, we'll just rock through the rest of this because we don't really have a military. Our percentage of recruiting is a lot higher. Can we start producing? I'm gonna say yes, even though that's like a lot of our money. Let's start producing. Love to fight like Taiwan or something. That'd be a good one for us. I think people are getting confused because they're like, can we attack? Can we attack? And I think they're getting confused that they can't attack anything. Where they're getting confused that like a bot is not a player. You know, saw the United States over here. That scared me. I was like, oh, frick, I'm dead. Can we be friends? I'm in Turkey. I thought I already got asked. Yeah, we're already friends. In fact, let's take away gunners and start producing drones. All right, now we hold our position here. Don't really have anything to go into. We could fight like Cambodia, but we don't have a military ourselves. So we're in a little bit of a holding position, if you will. Love to fight Taiwan. If China comes and fights Taiwan but doesn't finish them off, we could grab some of that. We're 14th in population, so recruiting a lot of commandos will be easy. We're not gonna be like the big dogs going for easy countries anywhere. How are you still alive? I thought you were defeated. Oh, they're still alive. Okay, let's go finish off Papua New Guinea with our renewed army. It's free territory. Might as well just jump over here and grab it. You can't sell research. What is this guy talking about? All right, we got 3 million troops, getting a little bit better. A lot of piercing, a lot of piercing. Budget is going boom. That's good. Is this a battle royale? Yeah. There's bots in here. There's players. We're playing for first place for players, though. So currently, highest player, I think, is Italy. Someone picked Italy. Yeah, that business boys, first place. Thank God the guy who was in Mongolia got off Mongolia. He was going to die. I need money. I would love Taiwan, but again, if I do that, I need a friendship with China. Yes, friendship with China. Okay. That secures me as a friend. Also probably helps my exchange rate out, 70%. Go fight Taiwan. A little bit stuck for the time being. Not really too many great opportunities. Madagascar could be good if we got our troops up a little bit higher. We don't have a ton of armor. We got a ridiculous amount of piercing, though. This is a good one for us to get. Iraq? Hell yeah, buddy. Lot more people coming in. That's good. We can get 1,000 tanks. That's huge for us. Turkey got most of it, but that was always going to be the case. We got most of the valuable parts, so we can be happy with that. How's the budget? We can definitely raise commandos and drones. We're going to keep around 50% for this. China went into Cambodia, to be expected. Oh God, Mexico. Yes, reservists do work. Huge for us. We get a lot of population off this move. Sorry, Mexico. You were cooked to begin with. Australia just destroyed you. I'm just grabbing your meaningless land. Like, if you lost Mexico proper, you were never going to hold this. Oh, frick. I meant a peace treaty. I didn't mean to declare war on you, business boy. I'm sorry. Please accept my peace treaty. Now we're making some money, though. We're in the top 20. Hell yeah. Hells yeah. Get China back in their moment of weakness. That's big for us. Yeah, I was supposed to say, you take a land so fast, his army's all piercing. Bro, I hate America. I'm surprised you got attacked. You must have done some crazy things to lose all your friendships so quickly. Because Canada usually is off limits for everyone because they just have so many friends. Corgi, if we die, what can we do? Wait for the next game. Being honest with you. This might have been too soon. Nope, we're fine. Japan declare war on me? No, 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 no. Oh, I don't have enough. Go home, go home, go home. Oh, buddy. We barely got out of that one alive. Rip Corgi, I'm still fine. I'm allied to China. I was kind of hoping China would take that last little bit. Come on, China, take that last little bit. Yeah! I'll defend you? I'm fine. I got 8 million troops. Don't protect me, bud. You just go play your own game. I'm not playing for the win here. I'm just playing to have fun. Looks like you finished quickly? Yeah, Tricks, dude. We finished it in like an hour 30. Which is great. Uh-oh. What happened to Turkey? I was in NATO and still got sniped. I think because you were so aggro, you lost NATO membership. F, F, F. Oh, I just sent my entire... I tried to get over there to get his land. That was dumb. I walked through India. I thought I could peace out with him. I was wrong. No Corgi, why? Because it was going to go to the United States or me. Who would you prefer to have it? Corgi gets Zambia, it's free, brother. I got 3 million troops. I'm back to the beginning of the game. What are they invading? Oh, they're invading my freaking Dominican Republic lands. You're also fighting Egypt. Dude, America's gonna kill us all. United States also took some of Norway. Dude, the United States is being a real bully to everybody. Nigeria, how you doing? You're not that great. Italy, I imagine not having to do much. Italy doesn't have any troops either. Wow, we have nobody that gained any troops. Australia, number 1. They're doing well. Yeah, Australia's doing good. Hey, 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 hey. You're my friend. Greece is out. Dude, I could make the leaderboard by just existing until the end of the game. Like straight up. I'm 13th. Who's the leaderboard right now? We have Australia, we have Italy, and then me. Yeah. I can make bronze just by existing. Aw, buddy. Rude skis. It'll be a tough battle for you, at least. Hopefully. So rude. Where's China to my defense? What's the point of having a big friend like China if they're not going to come to my defense? USA went ham? Yeah, they took out a lot of the players. And China did not defend me at all. That's all right. We're only playing for 7 more minutes. I'll remember this. I'll remember this Godsend game. Maybe I'll play a little bit better country and I'll just take you out next time. That'd be fun, right? Like repercussions? That'd be so fun. They did have an alliance with China too, yeah. All right, let me ask this question. All right, Italy can still win. Do they have any troops? No. I'm going to call this one. This one's over. Australia wins. Let's get into another game. Everyone's gone regardless. It was Italy and Australia left. All right. Custom. New game. Game code 6660. I don't know why, but your NATO allies never come to your defense. They do very heavily. Yeah, no, they do. But the problem is they have to. The enemy has to start taking land before the AI gets triggered. Hey, Dark, thanks for subscribing. Can't be France. Can't be United Kingdom. Again, you can't be any country in the top 10. Go ahead and fix one problem right away, though. Players. Can't be Germany. Can't be China. There's nothing new. We'll start at the 30. All you have to do is concede the India claim as Pakistan, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's true. Oh, dude. You're out. That's rude. You're banned. What happened? Someone was just being mean. Told someone else to shut up. He was like, no, we're not going to have you in the game. You're going to be like that. All right, another 3 minutes to join up. In fact, while this is going, I'm going to grab another coffee. That should arrange pretty nicely. Okay. We're back. No. 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 Okay. Let's go ahead and lock everything. And start it up. Gosh, I cannot get people to not fight me right now. What am I at population? Okay. I think we're fine enough to start producing. Let's get like half our money in tanks. Get a big order of rocket artillery to start, or drones, and then let's start producing. I got banned. Who are you in game? I mean, you're not banned in chat. You probably picked a country you weren't allowed to pick. It'd be my guess. I picked Spain. Oh, you were banned for telling someone to shut up. Yeah, you're not allowed to play this game. You can play when we play again, but today you can't play. Don't be rude. Hold on, pause. Nigeria, we're not in the 5 minutes. You're kicked. Again, every single time you cannot attack another player for the first 5 minutes. You're kicked. I'm sorry that happened to you, Verde. Egypt, you are also kicked. All right, now you can start attacking players. Holy cow. We've never had this issue before. Or just multiple people be like, I'm going to attack people. I'm like, all right. Help on Belgium. I'm sorry. I'm sorry your game got ruined. There's not a lot I can do about it right now, unfortunately. Hey, Craft, we're at war. If we could not be, that'd be superb. Not looking at the area, took out your drones. It's fine. It's fine. That's one thing I wish the game would change in multiplayer is that you as a player don't like get declared war on because you walk through another player's territory. Like, let the player control that. Maybe we'll be doing another one after this? Probably not. Territorial looks better? In what world, brother? Can we attack each other? Yes. Yes, you can. When's the next stream? Tomorrow. Hi, Corgi. I'm planning on making some Dummynation content. Will you give me some advice? Just do it, man. Like, being straightforward with you, there's no, like, golden ticket to any kind of success other than just doing it for the sake of having fun doing it. If you have any grander aspirations of, like, I'm doing this because I want to get famous or I want to make money, you're going to be disappointed. You probably give up before you ever get the chance to. Like, keep in mind, I had that after, like, 5 months, 30 subscribers. I put out videos for 5 months daily for 30 to get 30 subscribers. It's a grind at the beginning. I understand. Want to know if you had any tips? I mean, get a microphone. Get like a Blue Yeti. That's what I'll say. Get a microphone or a Rode. A Rode's are really good microphones. If you want to be successful, the number one thing that's gonna if you have a great thumbnail and someone clicks on your video and you have a bad microphone, they're clicking off. A Rode is a nice cheap product. Z sounded amazing in his microphone. Like, this is $1,000 setup now. I would say Z's microphone sounds the same at like 100, 200. Other than that, just have fun with it. Don't think too much about it. You're going to make mistakes in the beginning. I always tell people the worst video I ever made was my first one. By far, it's bad. I keep it there to, like, humble myself. That's all I got to say about that, man. Dude, I love me. It was this craft. Yeah, we had the same idea. It's like, guys, help against China. But like, yeah, we're right there. Right there to help. That's why we're here. Just get out of here, guy. You're just being negative today. Hi, it's a Luhansk appearance. Dude, I love how you come in here and I say hello, and then you're probably gone before before you even hear me say hello. Why don't you ever hang out anymore, dude? Used to be cool, Luhansk. Illy attack me? No, there's no reason to attack you. I keep looking over because I think you're an AI. Oh my gosh, that was so fortunate for you, Kraft. He took like the smallest part of Israel and it all capitulated into him. Look at this territory he got for attacking that. That's bull. Question. I said that all air was viable build, and I don't know now. Can you tell me about it? You mean like helicopters and aircraft? I would say that's not viable because you do satisfy like the attack power and the piercing that an army would need, but you have no armor, which means that you'll take such heavy attrition, and airplanes and helicopters cost so much to replace that could you do it? Yes, but you're going to be spending probably like twice as long playing as you normally would because it will just become harder and harder to reinforce those troops because they die so quickly. You'll do damage, don't get it twisted, but it'll be hard to replace those troops. Drones, yeah, drones you can get away with because they're cheaper to replace. Helicopters and airplanes will not be cheap to replace. What's Trick's been crafting up this whole time? Yeah, he's just building. He's a buildy boy. So you're recruiting gunners along with drones, huh? Interesting. What if I just max out my army and say, yeah, we'll just spend that? Attack Vietnam. Vietnam first off is a player. Also, they have 9 million reservists. I'd be a little bit afraid to do that if I was you. So just a little tip, Saudi Arabia, you don't have access to the Mediterranean Sea, so you can't attack anything over there. Corgi, what does defensive power do? It gives you a defensive bonus, but why so powerful when I attack China? Basically, what defensive does is when you attack somebody, you're going to lose troops, right? So your piercing or your attack power and your piercing is going to go down. Defense makes that go down a lot slower, and especially when you have armor going against someone like China, let's say they only had commandos and gunners, your army is going to be a lot more efficient, and their army is going to die a lot more to you because you have that defense. How's stream been? Stream's been pretty good. We had a fast run. And here comes Triximus. Knew he'd be here. Should piercing be higher than attack? Yeah, Kraft is right. You want to have piercing higher than attack because otherwise you're going to run into ammunition shortage. And ammunition shortage, when you start getting it up, means that you're doing a lot less piercing and attack power, which basically it gets to a point where you're so low on ammunition, you're sending your troops to the front line with no ammo, but still getting shot at. So you lose a lot. Leaderboard check right now. We have South Korea first place. I am in second place. And then who is next? Argentina is in third. Time check. We have 4 minutes left. 4 minute left. Time check. That's funny. He just gave the DRC land back and then Kraft just took it. How to get more ammunition? You either buy a lot more soldiers or you just wait. It'll go down over time regardless. On its own. Let's fight, Pakistan. You wanted to fight? Let's fight. Let's fight, Pakistan. Where's your army now? Where's your army going, Pakistan? Hey, Dodo with the 249 pounds. Just got done with Mauritania. That took me so long. Yeah, Mauritania is a real monster. You thought you'd bring Russia into the fight? How dare you? Please, man, I got a family. You started this. You started this, my man. All right, time. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Who won? South Korea, far and away. Kraft, #1. Not unexpected. I believe he's currently second place in the world at multiplayer. Then we have me. I pull out second place, and Argentina pulls out third. Well done, boys. Ooh, Kraft was going for Brazil. That's a good move. That's a good move. And then Trix, what were you doing? Where are you fighting? Did you just run out of troops? You did run out of troops. Alrighty, boys. But that is going. I tried for Japan. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Got a little bit of it. But Japan was tricky. I would have gone for probably Japan myself or fought for Brazil if Pakistan hadn't attacked me. But you got to humble the boy. Alrighty, boys. But that's going to do it for today. Hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. I'll see everybody for territorial tomorrow. Bye.